Hey, Mom. Let's get started with today's show.
Hi, this is Ramdas Martinez and Alex Rodriguez. This is the A.ROD TV station. We are doing our own sports center live now. Okay, first things first. This is, again, Alex Rodriguez, a.k.a. A.ROD. Would you like to introduce yourself now? Go ahead.
Alright, my name is Alex Rodriguez. Basically, just started playing baseball as a youngin'. You know what I mean?
How many years, Alex?
It's about 10 years. I started when I was 9 years old, I believe.
Wow.
About 9 years old. You know, played for Eastside Memorial Little League. Just kicked it off from there. Had a good
Won
career.
a lot of trophies there?
Won a lot of trophies. Maybe next episode I'll bring him out. Have to show you guys.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, and me, Ramdas Martinez, did a couple years of Little League football, about 6 years. We went to one championship. We lost, unfortunately, 1 point. Quarterback messed up. That's my career.
He need the ball instead of spiking it.
Need the ball instead of spiking it.
Come on, that's a Romo move.
That's the Romo move, yeah. Alright, anyway now, talking about football, recently was the Super Bowl. February 5th?
Yeah, February 5th. Yep, my brother's birthday.
Ah, that's cool. Now, Super Bowl, this was not one of the most entertaining Super Bowls, but one of the most memorable Super Bowls.
As a diehard Patriots fan.
Yes, I am a diehard Patriots fan, and I did cry. That's why it's very memorable.
As a Dallas fan, you don't want to see the Giants win a Super Bowl.
No, we don't, but we do have all respect for them. They did win their 4th Super Bowl. They are the 5th team in NFL history to have 4 or more Super Bowls. Now, Eli Manning is known now as one of the greatest quarterbacks. Do you think he'll make the Hall of Fame now with the Super Bowl win?
Yeah, it's hard because, there's a quarterback like Dan Marino, never won any Super Bowls, but he was an elite quarterback as Eli Manning. I showed it to everyone. Yeah, he's an elite quarterback now. He pretty much did it. He beat Aaron Rodgers, he beat Matt Ryan, and, of course, Tom Brady. Those are the best quarterbacks today. But for more of a career to come, and especially the next 8 years, he go and show more of what he has,
I really agree on that one. And also, what I would like to say on my thought of this, Eli Manning has beat Tom Brady for the 2nd time. I'm a diehard Patriots fan, but Eli Manning does have my respect. Maybe
tarnished.
Yeah, it is tarnished. Man, well, Brady and Eli, we're going to talk about them too now. What do you think about them?
Brady and Eli?
Yeah, going against each other.
Well, it would be really exciting. Another Super Bowl between them in the next 5 years. To see Tom Brady and Eli Manning go against each other once again. But to come out on top this time, I think it's going to be Tom Brady. So, how about you? What do you think about, the Giants and the Patriots and how everything ended?
Well, there's no excuse for us losing. The better team, I believe, did not win because I'm a Patriots fan. But in other people's eyes, the Giants did win. I give them total respect. They were on a hot streak. They weren't the best team coming into this. I believe that the 49ers, the Ravens, the Patriots, and the Packers were all better than them. All 4 of them were better. They were better than the team, but they did get on a hot streak. They had something the Patriots didn't have, and that was a good defense. Now, Gronk's injury has nothing to do with why we lost. We did not target him. We targeted Aaron Hernandez more. Gronk now on the last play, he did jump off his sprained ankle. He jumped off, which means that he had less of a jump. He possibly could have caught that Hail Mary. But then again, it was a great game. Eli Manning, congratulations on your 2nd Super Bowl win. 2nd MVP. Now we're going to get ready for next year's Super Bowl. And who do you think will be the top NFL teams next year?
Top NFL teams, in my opinion.
Top 5, too.
Okay, in my opinion, say number 1, we have to go with the Packers.
The Packers, and why is that?
They're just an elite team. Last year they're really hungry. They went the whole year with 1 loss going in the regular season, and that was to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
But in my eyes, they could have went into that game and dominated. They could have dominated against the Giants. It was really sad. So I think next year they're going to come in with more hunger. They're just going to take over, and I think it's really possible that they can be the 2nd or 3rd team to go undefeated, besides the Dolphins and the Patriots.
Yes, besides them.
All right, we're having a little technical difficulties. I think we need the charger or something.
Yes. Now, who was your 2nd team?
My 2nd team?
Mm-hmm.
Who was I going to go with? Let's see. I'll just go with the 49ers. I really think the 49ers have really improved in these last years.
I'm sorry.
Technical difficulties. All right, got it up and running again. Okay, well, like I said, I was saying the 49ers. What can you say? Great young team. When Alex Smith led them to an amazing year that I think should have been better than what it was. Okay. But it stopped short by, the champion Giants. How about you play that little video you had for us?
What?
Well, not the video, the soundboard.
Alright.
Yeah.
Those were the sounds of this year. All this year. Those two are the best quarterbacks. Agreed. Who was your number 3 now NFL team? You went from the Packers to the 49ers, and who's your number 3 team for next year of top NFL teams?
I have to say the Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens.
And I agreed why.
Their defense is just amazing. Ray Rice, man, when you have him running, great things come. And Joe Flacco, he still needs to get over that one hump. And just get there. I think he deserves it.
Now Joe Flacco might take that offensive, you don't know.
So that little mustache he had going on.
Yeah, he thinks he deserves to be one of the top 5 quarterbacks, but I don't know about that one yet. Who's your number 4 team for top 5 NFL teams?
I have to go with Drew Brees and the Saints.
Drew Brees and the Saints. That is a good choice. And who's your number 5 team?
Shockingly, the Eagles. I think the Eagles.
Eagles, wow, coming from a Cowboys fan.
Yes, coming from a Cowboys fan. The Eagles at the end of the year last year, they just seemed to pull things together, and they came off all those injuries and stuff. Come back next season with healthy wide receivers and just make sure the wide receivers don't make bonehead moves. Deshaun Jackson. A healthy Michael Vick will be better. He was all banged up last year at the end of the year with his broken ribs and everything.
Yeah.
But they do have that nickname called the Dream Team and everything, and well, I don't know. They have good talent, so I think they can really show it.
And what do you think of your own team, Dallas?
Cowboys, young team. They have a long way to go, I should say, but hopefully sometime in the next 5 years they should be an elite team. Just really young. Just need some things. I think we need a new defensive coordinator. Just not someone that blitzes every down, because they don't need to blitz every down.
You don't like Bob Ryan?
No,
That's your defensive coordinator?
I do not like Rob Ryan at all.
I don't like him either.
It's blitzing every down. But how about for you, though? How about for your top NFL teams, your top 5?
My top 5 NFL teams are slightly different, about the same teams, but different order. My top team, instead of his Packers, I think that it should be the 49ers. The 49ers have they had the most hype going into the postseason, in my eyes. Vernon Davis blew it up. And Alex Smith, he did just as good as any young quarterback. Just as good as Eli, just as good as Joe Flacco, just as good as any quarterback. And he's young, and he drove that team. He helped build that team. And Frank Gore, ultimate runner, defense, great, everything. They had everything that they needed in a team. Fast wide receivers.
Patrick Willis, baby.
Yes, fast linebackers, fast defensive team, just a young team. My number 2 team now is the Baltimore Ravens.
Just pick it up a little bit.
The Ravens, they have a great defense as well. They're a great team, young quarterback as well, very similar to the 49ers. I mean, brothers are both the coaches of those teams. Those teams are going to be top teams, and I actually almost predict that one of those teams will be in the Super Bowl, 49ers or Ravens. Number 3 team is the Packers. Packers will always be up there. Their team will not differ next year, besides Donald Driver possibly not being on that team, older. Letting him go is no effect to that team, just will make them better. Draft makes them better. They're going to be just as good, and we got to see what they're going to do in the playoffs, because I guarantee they'll make it. All my top 5 teams will make the playoffs. Now, my number 4 team is the Saints. The Saints are great. Drew Brees is definitely a future Hall of Famer. Record breaker. He'll lead that team to more Super Bowls, I believe, and they will never let him go. My last team is my favorite team, the New England Patriots.
Boo!
Now, unfortunately, they lost the Super Bowl. Now, I think that we're going to go and pick up some good wide receivers in the free agency, and Patriots are known for the draft. So let's see if Brady can have another healthy, record-breaking year. And those are my top 5 NFL teams next year.
It's a good prediction. We'll just see what happens after that. And next topic is the NBA. NBA today, the All-Stars, and the NBA Finals predictions. But first, how about for the NBA All Stars?
Yeah, NBA All Stars of this year. I was actually looking at the stats this year. Kobe Bryant is actually he's the leading in points this year. That's a surprise because Kobe Bryant has a horrible team this year. He's not healthy, and I think LeBron should be leading that. LeBron is slightly off, 0.3 off. Now, assist is obviously Steve Nash. He's an old man, just turned 38 years old, just had the buzzer beater of a game. He's doing real good. Rebounds, Dwight Howard. He's unhappy in Orlando. I think he won't be traded this year, he'll be traded next year. But he's doing good with his team. They have a good record. They're doing okay. Kevin Love, behind him. I think that 2-game suspension was bull, and I think that had him as a setback.
Okay.
And also, do I think... who else is there? Well, that's all with that. The blocks is also JaVale McGee from Washington. Very shocker. Washington's not a great team this year, and that's all I think of that. Do you have anything to say about the NBA today? Looking at these stats?
A very exciting year, Kobe Bryant, for how old he is, but still showing that he can play like he's, 19, 20 years old. It's just
breaking records.
Breaking records. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
LeBron James, definitely the most dominant player of the game today. He's just unstoppable. And amazing.
And I think he's being less hated now in this NBA. You agree?
Yeah, I do agree. And
he's showing that he can play no matter what team he plays for.
Yep. But there's always those haters out there.
Rings matter most. That's all that I say.
Yep. And just in my last shocking players I want to talk about is Kevin Durant. Can you say he's unstoppable? He's amazing. He can carry a team, any team. He can put him on any team. They're a playoff caliber team no matter what.
And a very young one at that.
All right. And I'll just like to show you a little bit of what's going on this year. So let me get up and show you this. Oh, excuse me for a second.
We're going to show you some of the NBA right here.
Show you a little bit what's going on this year. Nope, technical difficulties. Alright. Well, that's it for that video. This video kind of sucks. So we'll just go on for the next topic, I guess.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one, though.
Alright. Where are we at now? Let's see. Alright. Now I want to start playing, I see.
See, we're a new show, but are we going to continue on now?
Yep. Alright, sorry for the minor setback. Let's continue with that.
Continuing on with the NBA, we did have our top 5 NFL teams.
NBA teams.
No, now we're going to have our top 5 NBA teams. And Alex, I would like to know, what's your top 5?
Well, top 5 for me, NBA, number one, gotta say, it has to be the Miami Heat. They're just too dominant. They're winning every game, well, mostly every game. They had a couple downfalls and everything. But
D-Wade's injuries, you believe?
Yep. Well, he's back and healthy now, but they're doing good without them. They can do good with them. It's
overall great team. They're hungry.
Overall, they're winning every game by more than 20 or 30 points.
Yeah, you believe they can get 7 rings?
It's amazing.
As they said on that show?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so about that.
They'll get a lot?
I don't know. I say 1 and 2, but I don't know about 7.
Who's your number 2 team now?
I have to be the Miami Bulls. I'm sorry, Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, you're still stuck in Miami.
Yeah, I am. Derrick Rose, the most outstanding point guard there is today, and probably one of the most outstanding point guards you'll ever see. Quick, can shoot, can dunk the ball. He has hops. He could lead a team somewhere far, but he's still young.
Yes,
he's got a way to go. Michael Jordan didn't win his NBA Finals until later in his career.
Yeah.
That tells you something. How about you? Well, what's your 1 and 2 teams?
My 1 and 2 teams are different. I'll say them together. Number 1 is Heat, and number 2 is Thunder. Those 2 teams are the best teams in their division. Miami Heat is the best in the Eastern Conference, and the Thunder is the best in the Western Conference. The Thunder is absolutely dominant. Young team, has great players. James Harden, Kendrick Perkins, just great players to surround Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. And Miami Heat, overall great team. Chris Bosh, D. Wade, and LeBron James can make any player look good. They're making James Jones look good, Mike Miller look good, Jermichael Anthony look good. All those players. Just an overall great team, and I predict that the Heat is going to win it all. Honestly, I do.
All right. What you're saying the Heat and the Thunder for the finals this year?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And who's yours? Do you have a prediction?
Well, in the finals, it's a hard one, but you know what? I think I'm going to have to go back for a rematch from last year.
Wow,
and the
ballsy move. Wow.
The Heat and the Mavericks, but actually I think this year the Heat will take that over.
Now, you didn't finish your top 5, so why don't you just say them in order now from 1 to 5?
Okay. Well, let's see. I left off with, what did I say? The Bulls.
Number 1, Heat. Number 2, Bulls.
Okay, number 3, I'm going to have to go with the Sixers. 4, Thunder. And 5, the Mavericks.
Alright, for me, it's number 1, Heat. Number 2, Thunder. Number 3, Bulls. Number 4, Spurs.
Okay.
Yes, it's old team Spurs. And number 5, the 76ers.
Right. Well, just real quick, let's talk about those young 76ers. Like the improvements they made since AI left, since those years,
Yes, they have a bunch of no-name guys. The only name that a lot of people can name is Andre Iguodala. Now, if you're a diehard 76ers fan, you will name Drew Holiday, Jordy Meeks, all them guys. Very good players.
Oh, young and talented players.
Lou Williams, yes, very young.
Gotta say, Drew Holiday.
Fast, very fast break team too.
Very fast breaking, and now they're beating the top teams, and they're just so young. And something I like about them, there's not one guy that the spotlight's on. It's not one all-star team, or it's everyone. Like everyone on that team makes them whole, and
They work
together. There's 3-pointers, there's dunking, defense,
everything.
They're fast.
Yeah, but the only thing is now they have teams exactly like them, just more experienced and more fast, and that's you know what. They'll have years to come where they'll get their time.
Just like the Heat, the Bulls, the Thunder, and the Mavericks.
Now, this year, though, I believe they will pull upsets. They will pull upsets.
They already did. They've already shown that.
But they can't prove to beat the Heat. That's why I believe the Heat is going to beat them. To beat the Heat's taking down everybody.
I guess as a Sixers fan, I'll have to say, we'll see in the playoffs.
Yeah, we will. I'm not a big fan. The team I'm a fan of is the Knicks. But that's only because Carmelo. I like Carmelo.
Bandwagon.
I did not like basketball. I'm sorry, folks. I did not like basketball as an ESPN analyst here, Sports Center. I did not like any of that. But we're going to go on a commercial break, and when we get back, we'll talk about the MLB and boxing, two of the sports not most talked about recently.
All right, we'll see you in a few. We're doing all right, though.
Yeah, we are actually. Okay, let's do it now. I was mad about the video. Yeah, I know, right?
It's quite good.
I can't wait to do the comedy though.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty funny. It doesn't matter if we laugh.
Yeah, that was Alright, we're back here now. We're going on to the MLB. Alex, you want to tell us about some player signings this year?
Yeah, sure.
Top players to look out for next year?
This offseason was very, it was shocking. A lot of money. First, let's start off with Albert Pujols signing to the Los Angeles Angels for $60 million.
Wow.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
way more money than I have. Way more money than I'll ever have, too, actually.
I'll ever have, yes.
Well, it was
what do you
just...
think he's going to do on that team?
Well, for one, it was shocking. It was a real shocking move, actually. I thought as a St. Louis man, just winning the World Series, he would stay, hopefully winning more in St. Louis, but... I guess when you get older, I guess you gotta look for the money and stuff.
You think Tony La Russa retiring has anything with him to move?
Big effect. Yes, big effect. Tony La Russa, long-time manager since, I want to say the 80s, since he was a manager. Just bringing Albert Pujols up when he was young.
Yeah.
Taught him, coached him for a long time. So if he, if I was playing for a baseball team, like, when I played for Knee-High, my coach left, so I didn't really want to play there no more, so...
Yeah, I would have did the same.
So it makes impact, it really does. How about you? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I wish the best for Albert Pujols, and I honestly don't believe that he will win the World Series anytime soon, though.
Yeah.
That team still needs building up, and he's one of the big steps for them. See, the thing I don't get is Albert Pujols. He's a big sports figure in baseball, and nobody hates him for moving, but they all hate LeBron for moving in the NBA.
Yep.
But Albert Pujols is a well-respected man.
Yeah, he is.
But he will do great in his career. He will break records, and he's not the only big signing this year, and that's also what I want to talk about now. Prince Fielder signed for $220 million this year. It's a lot of money. Almost bigger than Albert Pujols' contract.
Actually, it's more.
Way more,
More money. Yes, it is.
Well, all I know about Detroit is he's going to be there playing like his father, following his father's footsteps. Now, he was close to breaking the home run record for the Detroit Tigers and being there, but he's second for that. He was only 22 away, I believe. Now, he's going to obviously bring his home run chase all the way into there. He has many more years to play. He's young. He's playing for a great team. That is probably one of the best hitting lineups in the league this year. Justin Verlander is going to help lead that team as well.
Yes, it will.
And I forgot, also the Angels signed C.J. Wilson from the Rangers.
Yep.
It's going to bring great. It's going to build those teams.
It's a good left-handed pitcher.
Any more signings that you'd like to talk about? Besides Jonathan Papelbon on the Phillies, I am a Phillies fan. I would know that. I'm not, not too fond of it. Doesn't matter to me. I believe that we're going to have another great year. And what about your team?
Whoa, for me, the New York Mets.
Oh Mets.
Man, that's a...
You got a Mets fan here.
That's a shame. Just past few years after the 2007 season, everything just went downhill, and I don't know, everything's been hectic since then. So, but I have a bunch of young baseball players, and
very, very.
Let's just get off that topic. Well, the only thing I really want to talk about was just some contract agreements and prolonged contracts, and it was just that Matt Garza is a right-hand pitcher. He was in Tampa Bay Rays 2 years ago, but he came over to the Cubs. He just signed for one-year contract. Okay, and then
also on the Cubs, Carlos Pena. He left. He was still on the Cubs for a year. He went back to Tampa Bay.
Yes, he did.
Cubs and Tampa have a little friendship there. I see.
The back and forth thing.
Yeah, they do. Well, we've been doing top 5 a lot, and we did top 5 NFL, top 5 NBA, and I don't know if people disagree or agree with us. We all know you have your favorites, but Alex, I want to know who's your top 5 MLB teams.
It's a little tricky, but then it's not. I want to go in the AL. I'm gonna say the number 1. I think it's gonna come out on top this year, and is gonna prove everyone wrong from last year, and it has to be the Boston Red Sox.
Wow. A lot of people have said that last year, and they've been saying that the past couple of years. And I'm gonna agree with you too, because that's my number 1. That's my number 1 on the list. Who's your number 2 team?
Detroit Tigers. Just signing Prince Fielder and Justin Verlander.
Leading that
pretty
team.
much the main last year Cy Young winner, so
You're right. Who's your number 3 team?
That's a hard one. I'm gonna have to say the AL champions last year, and I'm gonna have to go with the Rangers.
Wow, the Rangers. They did lose though the World Series 2 times in a row.
Game 7 too.
What do you think about that one?
David Freese, man, just young, talented player, just showing what he has. Clutch. That's clutch. Just what he did. 2 games back to back, actually. Clutch. I'm sorry, not 2 games back to back. 2 at bats back to back.
Yeah.
Clutch. First tied the game. Second one won the game for them.
Now, what about who's your number 4 team?
Tampa Bay Rays just signed Carlos Pena again.
Yeah.
Evan Longoria. They always have a real healthy young team. David Price. He's lefty. Only a couple years into the league now, but he's really improved and showed that he can be an MLB player. I like that. It's a good thing. How about for you? Number 3 and 4 team.
My number 3 and 4 team is my number 2 team is the Phillies. The Phillies, my favorite team. They're better. I don't believe that they're as good as the Boston Red Sox. They obviously don't want to spend that much money, but they are the best team in the NL, and it could be the Boston Phillies. I believe they have a chance at the World Series. They kind of messed up. They messed it all up. There is going to be competition, but the Phillies right now they're the team of the decade still, and they're gonna take the NL this year. And the Red Sox taking the AL. Number 3 team is the Yankees. The Yankees will always be a good team. But the Yankees have to get it together.
Pause not.
The Yankees have a lot of AL teams coming up, and they're gonna take their spot. So good luck, Yankees. But you are shockingly on my number 3 list. Number 4, Tigers. Tigers are gonna do great. Honestly, they might be above the Yankees. The Tigers have one of the best hitting lineups now going on to this 2012-2013 season. Now the Giants. The Giants are my number 5 team. Well, they obviously did better than the Phillies. And I believe that, they can do something else. They have a young team, best pitching staff, and they're good. Alright, now.
There it is.
That's nothing. I think that's about it, but we want to give you a preview.
I'll show you a little bit of what's been happening lately in some baseball.
And what's up to come in baseball this year. Training camp is soon.
That's it for that. We'll just cut that a little short.
Well,
next topic.
We do got a couple minutes more in the show. Got about 5 minutes.
Let's just see what we can get by here.
How much is that show? 26 minutes.
26 minutes, alright. Let's see, where are we at? Where did we leave off?
Well, we have our last and final sport that we like to talk about, and that is boxing. Now, we don't talk too much about the boxing world, but the main event fights. And the most recent is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, Floyd Money Mayweather versus Miguel Cotto. What do you think about that, Alex? I know you're a huge boxing fan.
Oh, yes, I am. It's going to be huge. It's a very exciting fight. Shocking. It's shocking to see that Floyd Mayweather and Miguel Cotto, my favorite boxer, is going to fight. After Manny Pacquiao ducking to fight Floyd Mayweather, I think he's scared.
I believe Matt Pacquiao is scared, but it also has to be with the money. I think Pacquiao, not only being timid of that undefeated record, but wanting the money, because if he does shockingly beat him, I think, if he has the chance to beat him, he wants more money. And they want to do 50-50. Mayweather's promoters are all wanting to do 50-50, and I think Pacquiao is just completely scared to fight him right now. I'm sorry to call him out like that. But Mayweather, you are undefeated.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Well, who's your prediction for Cotto and Mayweather?
No doubt. It has to be Miguel Cotto.
Wow. Alright, I'm going to disagree with Mayweather.
Okay, why is that?
And I'm going to say Mayweather because, Miguel Cotto did lose to Pacquiao, and I think Mayweather is still the greatest fighter on earth right now to this day for his division, weight division. It's going to be a great fight, and I believe it's going to be a unanimous decision. There might be some cheap blows in here and there. It's going to be a great fight, and it's going to be a rivalry.
It's going to be nasty.
Nasty, yes, definitely.
Alright, and I have to go with Cotto for many reasons. Well, not really many, but most important reasons. Miguel Cotto has a lot of heart. For a Puerto Rican boxer coming from that small island, just working his way up from a young, talented boxer, just got done with the fight with Antonio Margarito.
Yeah.
After their first loss, came back and just waxed that ass. You feel me? Alright, let's get serious now. Let's see. Miguel Cotto was clearly just more hungry. He wants to win. He wants one last big win before he ends his career, and I think that it would be no perfect than to beat Floyd Mayweather. Just take his belt and walk out like a champion. That's how it has to be.
And then we won't probably see a Pacquiao-Mayweather fight. We'll see.
Bring it on, money.
Yep. Now, well, that's the end of our show. End of the show wrap up this year. We have anything else to say?
I just want to say
sports.
Well, not really with sports, but we'll be back for our next show. And, we have different kinds of shows. We have stuff on everything.
Now, remember, this is A.ROD TV.
It's always A.ROD TV, but it's not always about the same topic.
We're not only sports. We will have more sports sessions. We're a comedy. We like to have fun. We'll have some comics going on. This is going to be a great show. Friendly show. You'll see some fun stuff on this show. This show is not rated, by the way, either. This show we kept rated because it's sports. We're some very great sports fans, and you'll see us then.
Alright, it's going to be a fun show. We have a lot more shows to come from here. Just a lot of things to expect. It's going to be funny. You guys are going to piss your pants.